Hello guys, and welcome to a new video on my channel. I want to show you today how you can easily make a case for a Swiss Army knife. It must not be a Swiss Army knife, you can do it with any other pocket knives as well. You can close the case afterwards so you can't lose your knife anymore, and it's also not important which shape the knife has. You can do it for any shape of the knife. You can put later on a carabiner on the case, so you can put it on the back and just enjoy the video. To begin, just take some paracord, and I can't really tell you how much paracord you will need because it depends on the size of your knife. So just take some paracord, take it twice, and then just put it around of your knife. And now we will see how much paracord we will need. I think we will need about this thing of paracord. So we need on one side a loop where we will put the knot through later on, and we need on the other side some paracord to make a loop. So you can see it here in the example, one for the loop and one for the knot. So I will cut off the paracord that I have enough space left to make a knot. And you can take a little bit more because we will later on make knots around of these strings, and then the radius will get smaller, so just leave enough space. I will cut it off here. I cut these pieces off now and melt it with the lighter, and now just make a simple knot on the end of the string. Just make this easy knot, one loop, and with both ends through this loop. And now I control the length of the paracord. Just put it again around your knife, and now there must be enough place to put the knot through your loop. But I can see here there is enough space left, and you can later on change the position of the knot. So if you have too less space, then put the knot upstairs, and also if you have too much space, you can put it later on a little bit down. Our next step is to make all the knots around of the knife. So we need again some material, some new paracord, and the length of the paracord depends again how long this piece we have already done now is. So in the example here, it is about 22 centimeters where the paracord will be later on, that are about 9 inches. And now you can take an easy rule, take 10 times this material, so 220 centimeters or 90 inches. Okay, I cut it off my material, so this 220 centimeters or 90 inches. And now take the black paracord piece, put your new material, the long material, behind it, and you may know this knot, I have already shown it in other videos. So start with the right string, take it, make a loop, then take the left string, go over the right cord, and from the bottom side through the right loop, and now pull the whole thing tight. And I can easily change the length of the loop now. Just make it as big as you need it to put your knot through it. I started with the right hand side, so now start with the left string, make a loop again, take your right cord, now put the right string from the bottom side through this left loop and pull the whole thing tight again. It's always the same knot until you come to the bottom now. And I started left, now the right hand side starts, make a loop, and so on. It's always the same knot. And now again from the left side, so make a loop, take your right cord, put it over the left string and through the left loop from the bottom side. And there is an easy trick to remember, maybe you forgot from which side you started before, and always there where you can see this small loop from this side you have to start. So now again we start from the right hand side, make a loop because on the right hand side there is this small loop, and then start your knot from this side. And now you can see we have this small loop here on this left side. So now I have to start with a loop from the left hand side, take the right cord, go over the left string, and from the bottom side into the loop and pull it tight. And just repeat this knot for some time until you come to the bottom side, that we can easily put the whole thing over the knife. Okay, as you can see now I have made some loops, and now let's have a look how far we already are. So just put your knife in the middle and close the case. So put the knot through the loop, and now you can see that's enough, that are enough knots. And now I can cut off the endings and melt them together. So I can put the knife outside now, and now I just cut them off and melt them. If you have done that, it should look like you can see here. And the next step are this linking parts of Paracord. So we need again some material. You can do that in another color if you want. I take black here, and we will go through these loops, these small loops. And for that we need a Paracord needle. Otherwise it would be really hard and costs a lot of time. So just buy a needle that costs, I don't know, €5, $5. So just cut the material, the Paracord, off and put it in the needle. Okay, I put the Paracord in the Paracord needle now, and now we start in the right high. So I just put the knife inside again, that I see from where I should start, and I think here would be a good position to start from the inside of the Paracord project, because at the ending you can melt it and then you can't really see it from outstairs. So I do not cut the material off now, just take some material and put some material through this loop, and now I go from the outside now through the next loop. Pull the whole thing, the whole material through this small loop, and then I go through the next loop on the other side. Just pull it through. And now we must have a look if this distance is okay, or if it's too much or too less. Now we can easily change it. Later on that will be a little bit complicated, but don't pull it too tight. I think that's good here. And now I go through the next loop and do the same thing again. Just go through here. And now go through the next loop on the opposite side. Take care that the material does not get twisted, because that doesn't look very good. And now just go on like that. Take the next loop, go through the next loop on the opposite side, and pull the material through again. Just go on with the same thing until the bottom side, until you're finished on this side here. Got twisted here a little bit, so I just have to do here something. And now always keep the same distance, so you can see now this loop is the correct loop, and then go through the loop on the opposite side, and so on. Just go on. See you soon. Okay, I have done it here, as you can see, and now for controlling the whole thing, just put your knife inside, and now you can easily see where do you have too much material, or where do you have too less material. Just control it also with the other side, and you can see here there is too much material in the middle, so I pull the thing in the middle a little bit tighter. Okay, I think that's better, and now I can put the material out of the needle and just cut off the material now and melt it. And now you have to do the same thing on the other side, so just take the material, the paracord, put it in the needle and make these connections. Okay, I have done the same thing now on the opposite side, but before you cut off the endings now, the paracord now, put your knife in your case, because it could be too small, and if you already cut it off you can't make it bigger anymore. But you can see here I have the same situation, it's a little bit too tight, so I put some extra material in the case that I can put easily the knife in the case and outside again. Okay, I just cut it off the endings now, and now we are more or less finished. You can, if you want, put a carabiner on your knife, then you can later on put it on your trouser or on your back. If you want, you can melt the two endings you can see here together, then the knot can't open itself. You can see that I made a different knot, but that's not a problem. You can easily put it now through the loop, and also if you pull on your carabiner you cannot lose your knife. I hope you liked the video. If yes, I would be glad if you subscribe my channel or like the video. Thank you, and see you in the next video.